Hey, did you accomplish your goals today? Are you on track to hit your goals for this month, this quarter, this year? You know, I've been an entrepreneur now almost 30 years, and I can think back to a time where I didn't have a clue what it was I was trying to accomplish on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annual basis other than just make money. Problem is that that's so arbitrary. How much money? By when? Doing what? And for many entrepreneurs, especially early on in their careers, they don't set or establish goals that really drive the enterprise or move the needle. So I want to give you 4 steps for planning and scheduling appropriately so you hit the year where you plan to hit it from a financial standpoint, a relationship standpoint, time with your kids and your family standpoint. So setting goals is critical to success in your business, success in your marriage, success in your relationship. We got to set goals. So step number 1, we got to prioritize. What's the most important thing? You know, I often close my meetings with staff by having them repeat after me, and I have them say this. I say, I will do what I ought to do, when I ought to do it, no debate, and everything I do will be income producing. Now, when we prioritize things, are we prioritizing the things that are going to drive the revenue needle? Income producing activities, things like marketing, things like making outbound follow-up calls, things like meeting with the homeowner, things like writing these offers. So we need to prioritize the things that generate the greatest amount of revenue with the least amount of effort. So step 1, prioritize. Step number 2, you need to set and buy into your goals. And think of the why as your goals. Exactly what is it we're doing this for? Remember, people don't buy into what you do, they buy into why you do it. And in today's market, people are so much more interested in the purpose of the exercise or the purpose of the business than they are in the profitability of the business. So for what reason do you want to do this? Now, I know a lot of people that get involved in business because they want to give back, they want to tithe more to their local church, they want to give to charities, they want to have more free time that they can spend with friends and family. But these are the whys of your business. You then need to think of yourself as the buyer of your own goals. I mean, write them down, and as you read through the list, do you believe that? Is anybody else going to buy into it? Is anybody else going to get behind it and go, wow, that's a really notable goal, that's exciting, I want to help you? Think of your goals as the buyer. Because if you can't convince yourself to buy your own goals, you've not shaped the right framing to motivate yourself to act. Step 3, we then need to set key performance indicators. So the goal is where we're driving towards. Now, for you, the goal might be, I want to make $250,000 this year. Well, just setting that as the goal is not going to accomplish the goal. So we need to set what we call key performance indicators. Now, these are the little things that we do with frequency and consistency every day, every week, every month, every quarter that drive us to the goal. Now, if you're a real estate investor, for example, we use something called the Rule of 56 to teach our clients how to have goals with KPIs. Now, in the Rule of 56 framework, we start with 25 outbound letters. So you've got to be marketing. Businesses are only successful when they have leads and sales. So the way that we start marketing is pretty simple. Send 25 letters to people who may or may not want to sell their home. Then we go to the second step of the Rule of 56, which is 25 phone calls. So we've sent 25 letters, now we're going to make 25 outbound phone calls. From those phone calls and those conversations, we're then going to write 4 offers or LOIs, letters of intent, to those homeowners, letting them know that we are interested in purchasing those properties. And then the final step of the Rule of 56 is networking activities, getting out into your local market, connecting with real estate agents, title companies, subcontractors, attorneys who do closings. Whoever could advance or help you in your business would be considered a networking activity. Now, we didn't talk anything about the $250,000 goal. All we've talked about is sending letters, making calls, writing offers, and talking and connecting with people. Okay, these are how KPIs work. So it's the fundamental principles. It's the doing the little things every single day with consistency that is going to drive us to the goal. Well, Lee, how's that going to drive us to the goal? Because guys, you can't send 25 letters a week and make 25 outbound calls a week and write 4 offers to motivated sellers a week without eventually finding deals that you can buy, you can fix and flip, you can wholesale, you can wholetail, you can retail, you can hold as rental properties. See, it's because we did the 56 things every single week that 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks from now, we start having opportunities that create the income. These are the KPIs in your business. Now, it doesn't matter what your business is. It doesn't matter if it's real estate. It doesn't matter if you have a restaurant. It doesn't matter if you have a printing company. There are small little things that when done consecutively and consistently, week in and week out, that are going to push to the ultimate goal, which probably for your business is going to be revenue or profitability. Now, step 4, as we're talking about goals, is we use the acronym S.M.A.R.T, which stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So let's start with the S in this. Specific. Be as specific as possible with the desired goal. Example, I will make 25 calls, mail 25 pieces, have 2 networking meetings, and write 4 offers every single week. That's pretty specific. Okay? Now, if you're in the printing business and you need to print 10,000 documents every week to cover your payroll, then your SMART goals might be, I need to make contact with 15 customers this week who order 1,000 pages of documentation every week to hit the goal. They are very specific, which is why measurable makes sense. When we set measurable goals, we can track the quantity and the progress. See, when I tell one of my people, I need you to make 25 phone calls today, I can go into their phone log and see that, hey, they've made 25 phone calls. When I tell them to send 25 pieces of mail, I can look at the U.S. Postal receipt and I can see, oh, sure enough, 25 stamps, those went out. So by setting measurable goals, we can easily track them. For example, I will document the calls, the letters, the meetings, and the offers with their notes and outcomes. So I can track the measurable goals and then go to the A in the SMART acronym, which stands for attainable. This is where we are setting a realistic but challenging goal that is reasonable to achieve. Now, here's my pet peeve. People see a video on Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn or TikTok and they go, ooh, I can do that. I'm going to be a millionaire. Well, if you've never made $1 million in your life, to suddenly just start a brand new enterprise and say, in 6 months, I'm going to be a millionaire, is that really attainable? Is it realistic? Now, I don't want to steal anybody's dreams because we've all heard the stories. We know it's been done. But is it really attainable? Okay, here's a better example. After 1 month, I will have 1 deal under contract. Makes sense, right? That's pretty attainable. That's not out of the realm of possibility. Because anybody, regardless of where you are, background, abilities, credit score, cash in the bank, anybody could start investing in real estate and getting deals under contract. That is easily attainable. Then we go to the R in our SMART goals. This stands for relevant. This is where we're going to align the desired goal with the broader business goal. An example of that might be, this will allow me to boost my annual profits and meet my stated ROI for the year. This is relevant. Now, I know statistically the average income on a real estate flip is about $25,000. So if I want to make $250,000 in my first year as a real estate investor, I only have to do 10 transactions. And for every 10 transactions, I only need to get 10 deals under contract. So if I'm following my rule of 56 and my SMART goals, I write 100 offers, I buy 10 properties, I make $250,000. See, it's relevant. And the final piece of this, and in my opinion, one of the most important parts of this entire process, that is that your goals need to be time-based. You need to set a goal with a target date. Example, by month 4, I will have closed 2 deals. By month 8, I will have closed 4 deals. And by month 12, I will have closed 8 deals. Okay, these are time bound. One of my favorite quotes is this: the task will always extend to fill the allotment of time. So if you tell somebody, I'm going to be a millionaire, if they're a true friend, their next question would be, by when? You have friends, you have family members, you have a spouse that's been telling you they're going to do something of significance that's going to be great. Follow up with their greatness statement by asking them, by when? Get them to commit to a date and get them to set SMART goals. Have them tell you what they're going to accomplish, how they're going to get there, and by when they're going to accomplish the task. By setting these SMART goals, you can absolutely drive to whatever outcome you've established as being what's best for you and for your family. If you'd like more information about setting SMART goals, click the link below.